G'day you bloody legends, what's happening, what's doing? I've got a ripper video for you guys. Heavily requested this one, absolutely massive. I've had people dropping into my DMs, people commenting, people pushing me everywhere. Can I please review the King's Air Swag? Guess what? Made it happen. I went out and bought a King's Air Swag, but I went a step further. Reached out to Vic Off Road, he's got some big balls, and said, would you send me one of your Vic Off Road, your San Hima Air Swags, to do a comparison, side-by-side comparison with the Kings.
Let's get ready to rumble!
To let these guys know which is the ultimate air swag on the market to buy. This is going to be a ripper video. Also, there is one to be won. So the San Hima, you will actually win one, but I'll get into that later in the video. Let's flow to that intro, then we'll get into it.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show.
So as you can see, I have both of the air swags in the flesh here, which we'll be setting up, running through a full comparison on them. But let's get into it. How can you win one of these San Himas? So it's a couple of giveaways I've been doing. If you want to know how they're going to be drawn, I'll be doing a live each time one of the videos hits their milestones and be giving that product away in the live. So letting you guys know which one of the people commented won. This one a little bit different because San Hima's giving away. It's not me that's purchased it. They've asked if you can scan the QR code that's either here or here. I'll have it somewhere. Scan the QR code. That'll take you to their Instagram. Please follow them on Instagram. And that's it. Follow them on Instagram. Drop a comment below and you're in the chance to win. There's no numbers we have to hit. This will be 3 weeks from me going live. Let's do 2. 2 weeks from this video going live, I'll draw a winner. So I'll go live on YouTube and pick out a winner from the comments that is also a follower of Vic Off Road, and you'll win one of their air swags, which is, wait to see the price. These things aren't cheap. So let's get into the review. I'll do specs first and then we'll talk about the bags. And then I'll set them up and I'll run through the difference of them once they're fully set up and installed. Let's throw to the specs. Okay, legends, let's get stuck into those key specs. Let's see if there is much dividing these two in the specifications. Then we'll get into actually comparing them. So first off, price. Obviously price is important. So this is really interesting. The King's Air Swag, you used to see at the lowest, I've been monitoring this for about 2 weeks, trying to get a good price to do this review. $3.99 is the cheapest I've seen it in a bundle, and it would fluctuate between $3.99 and $4.99. All of a sudden, 2 days ago, it jumped to $5.99 was what I was seeing it for. So I'm pretty sure this is in for a price rise, and you'll be expecting to pay between $4.99 and $5.99. The San Hima, you're looking at $5.89. That's pretty much the set price. Every now and then they go on sale, but $5.89 is what you should expect to pay for it. Both of them are manual inflation with a foot pump. The difference is the San Hima does give you an electric pump, which you can use instead of the foot pump if you choose to. I use the foot pump, it's not very hard. The canvas, so you have poly cotton canvas on the Kings, versus you have no GSM rating, which is interesting. Versus you have a 245 PU coated poly cotton, so no canvas. This is a different material to your traditional swags. I will let you know that this has been my one, my personal one that I use. I was actually caught in not a tropical cyclone, but definitely a tropical storm at Double Island. I do have a video up of when I went on that trip and I got hammered by rain. 100% waterproof. 100% does not leak. The material that they've used and whatever a PU coating is definitely stops the water getting in. The floor, you have a 500 GSM PVC floor versus a 600 GSM PV floor, and they also specify that it's fully taped seams versus this one I'll have to check if it is. It doesn't specify. I will let you guys know that that 500 is where the traditional swag, which you can see under the van, the King swag should be. So that's actually getting closer. Around 550 is where you want to be with your PVC floor. So they've gotten better with the air swag than they have with their normal swag, but obviously this one wins. your waterproof rating, not specified on the website that it's waterproof, versus San Hima will actually give you a waterproof rating of up to 300 mil. So that's basically the whole PVC floor. As long as the water doesn't go above the PVC floor, this will be waterproof. UV rated, UPF, I don't know what that is, but anyway, meant to be UV 50 plus rated versus no UV rated. So obviously if you want to get in this in the sun, you're protected from the sun, don't know why you would, but anyway. Mattresses, both of them come with air mattresses. Obviously can inflate this one with the electric pump versus this one you'll have to do manual. When I pump it up, I'll let you know how much of a pain in the ass that is, because this one's a nightmare to pump up without the electric pump. This is huge, the mattress. You have a 70 mil mattress in this one, a 220 mil mattress in this one. I'll let you know if there's much of a difference in comfort, but that's huge. The weight, again, Kings doesn't specify. San Hima's saying 11 kilos. This is not 11 kilos. To me, that feels close to 20. That feels close to 25. So I'm assuming the 11 kilos is just the swag, not all the pumps and mattress and everything included. What else have we got here? Anything else cool? Both of them don't give the dimensions, but as you can see, tiny little package, massive package. I do want to point out, I don't know why they've given such a big bag. Maybe it's so you can put your bedding in it, but I think that should be an optional extra if you want to buy the bigger bag, because the swag actually ends there. So that's all extra for bedding. But yeah, I think that's, I don't know, you guys comment below, do you think that's a cool feature, or would you rather it be nice and small and compact like this? Me personally, I think that wins. Warranty, both 2 years, but this one gives a 30-day money-back guarantee. As long as it's not used. It does specify it has to not be used. And then that's about all you need to know. Electric pump, non-electric pump, all the rest doesn't really matter. So that's the specs for you. Let's actually get these bad boys set up and we'll run through what differences I've been able to find. Okay, so full transparency, guys, I have no affiliation with either company. Ash is actually home, which is why the camera's moving. She wasn't home before, now she's home. But yeah, I have no affiliation with either company. San Hima has sent me some stuff to review, but that was what, 2 years ago?
Ages ago.
Yeah, I haven't done anything since. So anybody that saw the original review of the Air Swag, I honestly reckon you've got rocks in your heads. If you're buying traditional swags, you should be going the Air Swags. They're not gonna, well, I can tell you this one's not gonna pop. 2 years, ours still hasn't leaked, hasn't popped. It is, yeah, phenomenal. They're really good things and they set up super quick. Let's get into the side-by-side comparison. So, biggest thing to note, in my stats it said that the Kings came with an air mattress. It is not an air mattress, it's a standard mattress out of their swag. So that's not comfortable at all. That's gonna need replacing straight off the bat. They do a deal where you can buy it with a self-inflating mattress. I haven't tested the King self-inflating mattress, but I would be going a self-inflating over that piece of shit. Both of them do have, I want to point out, because I thought this was weird when I got my one. So Ash, if you zoom in there, we'll walk in there. There's bits of material, and as I said, this is the second one I've been sent, and the first one had bits of material over it as well. They're sort of scattered all over it, so you're going to be picking pieces off. What's amazing, the King's is no better. It also has shit everywhere. Like, I don't get it, why they have fabric. Anyway, so both of them are the same with that. You're going to find random bits of fabric on it, pull it off, no problem. As I mentioned in the stats, the material that is used is crazy difference. This is a very thick, heavy canvas. It's actually really good canvas. Unlike their traditional swag, this actually feels like proper canvas. So the poly versus cotton amount that they've used is more into the cotton and less into the poly, so it's a really good canvas. It may, going off the feel of it, that may actually keep you waterproof, but as specified, they didn't mention if it's waterproof or not. These guys said the seam is taped, so if you look there, Ash, there's tape on the seam and that's where the water normally gets in. The Kings, unfortunately, no tape, so If you have a build-up of water to this joint here, that's going to come pissing in through that seam, as well as any of these seams here. It's all going to come through any of those seams. So same with this, any of these seams that'll come through that seam. Is that protected? Nope. So there's no taping on any of the seams, which means unfortunately, yeah, it won't be waterproof. You'll have to set this up under an awning. And those who say, oh, if you season it, didn't work with the other swag. If anything these days in canvas is built properly, it'll be taped like that. So not waterproof, is waterproof. Both of them are nice and firm. They're not going to go anywhere in the wind. Both of them have midgie mesh and midgie mesh. This one definitely feels lighter than this midgie mesh. This one's a bit thicker. So I would say that's where your weight's starting to come into it. Your big weight's going to be the canvas versus this one is a lot lighter material. Something really cool to note with the Kings. They give you a zip so you can put in an air conditioner hose or diesel heater hose. San Hima doesn't give you that. The pumps are a little bit different. So this one doesn't have a PSI reading on the top to tell you where you're at. It does have a valve that's meant to pop off at 7 PSI so you can't overinflate it. That didn't work. Versus the San Hima, same valve, theirs did work. And they also give you a gauge at the top so you know when you get there as well. So lots of safety to make sure you shut off. They give you a whole bunch of bags for every piece of it. They give you a bag and then they give you a bag then to put the bags in. They give you separate straps for when you're rolling it up so you can put those away out of the dirt. They give you glow-in-the-dark tent pegs that are really nice and really nice guy ropes. They also give you 2 poles for, you can open up one side and have it out as an awning, which is really cool. Kings, you don't have any eyelets, you can't have that as an awning, not an option. Oh, actually, this one they did give you one. So the traditional swag, no eyelets, but no poles. So you will have to buy poles to make that into an awning. The one thing that I forgot to mention on their traditional swag, they keep doing this shitty design. They keep doing the shitty design where they sew these straps on. So if you're going to buy any of the King swags, cut that off. Like, that's just stupid. That's going to get covered in mud, covered in dirt. If it rains, covered in sand, and then you've got to touch that to roll your swag up. Ash, am I wrong? Like, what benefit is there putting that on the swag? And it looks shit. It looks messy. Why not just have that as a separate thing in the bag? It costs no difference. So that's somebody at Kings who thought they had a good idea, and me personally, I think they're idiots. That's the worst design I've ever seen. Is there anything else different? Both got windows at either end. They've got the toggles on this versus has the loops and the toggles on there. Not really much else different, eh? Let's finish with wrap up and thoughts and let them know which one I'd pick.
I am thinking here.
Okay, legends, into wrap up and thoughts. Which one would I recommend? As mentioned in the specs, there's going to be about $100 difference. If you get it on the wrong day, this one will actually be more expensive. If you get it on the right day, it'll be $100 cheaper. Maybe if you're lucky, you might get it $200 cheaper, but I don't think you're going to see that pricing anymore.
That's the King's one, isn't it?
Yes, that's the King's one. So Ash was making fun of me because we've swapped sides, and she said, should we swap them back over? You guys can figure it out. Okay, do I think there's $100 difference to go to San Hima? Yes. Yes, there is $100 difference. And as I said, not biased. I don't care which one you buy. You can save your $100 and go the Kings, but I would go this one. It is lighter. It's sunproof. The waterproof itself is enough reason to buy it. You get a bigger mattress if you like air mattresses. If you don't, swap it out for a self-inflating. Like, yeah, the pump's better. You're not going to risk overinflating it and popping it. You know what? I would buy this one just because it doesn't have these stupid bloody straps on it. Like, what a bad idea. That is stupid. Stupid, stupid Kings. If you're watching, change them. Remove it. It is idiotic. Moron, whoever suggested it, sack them. They've never been camping in their life. The pegs are better. The glow-in-the-dark pegs. There is just so many things that is better with this one. And the fact that San Hima was happy to send this to me to compare shows that they know this is a better product than this. A company's not going to send you something if they think they're going to lose. So yeah, to me, it's just a far better product. They're not miles apart, but it's $100 to $200 difference well spent. Go to San Hima, you'll be happy. If you want to win one, as I mentioned at the start of the video, 2 weeks from this going live. But yeah, if you want one, scan the QR code to go follow San Hima and drop a comment below, and you're in the chance to win an almost $600 air swag, which will be the game-changing air swag. You'll never go back to traditional after having an air swag. On that note, what are they going to do, Ash?
Like,
Oh, you don't have a mic. There you go, Ash. What are they going to do?
it's a bit close.
You've got to like, comment, subscribe, follow the Instagram, follow the Facebook, go check the website out. Let's get this channel pumping so we can keep giving away some cool shit. Until next time, guys, see ya.